Assalamu alaikum. Me Misbah Hassan. Now I talk about all pair shortest path. All pair shortest path is used to find the all pair shortest path problem from a given weighted graph. Now we have to calculate the minimum cost to find the shortest path. Now we explain the all pair shortest path algorithm. First of all, we take an n into n distance matrix, and if there exists any directed graph from I to j, then distance matrix INJ set the weight of these edges. And if there no exist any directed graph from I to j, then distance matrix INJ set the value is infinity. And the distance matrix INA from node from to itself is set the value is 0. Now we update the distance matrix below, and the distance matrix INJ, the current short distance from I to j, and the distance matrix IK, the shortest distance from I to k, and the distance matrix Kj, the shortest distance from k to j. The distance matrix INJ compare the summation of distance matrix IK and the Kj, and we compare both matrix and take the minimum value of both matrix, and we store the two matrix minimum value in distance matrix Ij. Now we try to explain all pair shortest path with an example, and we have a graph with 3 A's, and first of all we calculate A0 matrix, and we set the diagonal matrix value is 0, and we check 1 to 2 and 1 to 3 if there any exist directed graph. So we set the weight of this value in A1 matrix. Then we again check 2 to 1 and 2 to 3, and we see that there is exist a directed graph, and this value is 6 and 2. Again we see that in 3 to 1 there is exist a directed graph, but 3 to 2 there is no exist directed graph, so we set the value is infinity. Now we calculate A1 matrix using A0 matrix. So we set the diagonal matrix value is 0, and put the A0 matrix first row and column value in A1 matrix first row and column. Now we calculate A1 matrix 2 and 3 rows and columns value using this formula, and use this formula. After calculation we see that the minimum value of 2 3 rows and columns value is 2. Again we calculate the 3 rows and columns value, and after calculating we see that the minimum value is 7. Now we put the 2 rows and columns value in A1 matrix. Again we calculate A2 matrix in the same procedure using by A1 matrix. First of all we set the diagonal matrix value is 0, and put the A1 matrix 2 rows and columns value in A2 matrix 2 rows and columns. Then we calculate A2 matrix 1 3 rows and columns and the 3 1 rows and columns minimum value. And after this calculation we see that the 1 3 rows and columns value is 11 and 6, and take the minimum value is 6. Again using this formula we see that the third 1 rows and columns minimum value is 3. So we set the 2 value in A2 matrix, and finally we calculate the A3 matrix using the same procedure by using A2 matrix. So calculating A3 matrix, we take the diagonal matrix value is 0, and from A2 matrix the third rows and columns value put to the A3 matrix third rows and columns. Now we calculate A3 matrix 1 2 rows and columns value and 2 1 rows and columns value by using this formula. After calculating, we see that the minimum value of a 1 2 rows and columns value is 4 and the 2 and 1 rows and columns value is 5. So we put the value in A3 matrix. After calculating, we find our finally shortest path, and this is our shortest path from one is to another.